Hello and welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. Today, we are going to be taking a look at Harumasa, the completely free character that everyone's going to get in version 1.4 for Zenless Zone Zero. Now, Harumasa is indeed an S-rank agent, but does he live up to his classification and label as an S-rank agent? We'll be taking a quick look at his performance as well as a quick overview of his kit in this video. This video was filmed on the early access server and is not indicative of the final product. There may be some changes on release, so be sure to check the comments down below to see if there are any. So first of all, he is an electric attacker who scales off of attack and primarily crit rate and crit damage. And interestingly enough though, he does benefit from an anomaly being placed on an enemy. However, for the most part, I find that generally he wants to be played primarily in a stun class situation where you stun the enemy and then you you output his damage. And this is because of this passive when he is with a stun or anomaly agent. Harumasa's attacks that hit stunned enemies or enemies under attribute anomaly, his damage increases by 40%. So yeah, in terms of his playstyle, it's pretty much stun the enemy and then output his damage. Alright, and of course, let's take a look at his menu animations. We can see here that he certainly has a lot less physics than some of the other characters in this game. And, he looks like a pretty good boy despite his traumatizing backstory. We'll go from equipment to base stats as well to show all these nice animations. He is geared to the teeth though, right? Like, look at this. At least one sword, maybe two, along with a bow with 4 arrows. He is ready to throw down and smash his enemies to bits. So here we do have a signature Wenjin equipped, the Zanshin herb case. However, I'm going to swap over to the Mercado Desire for most of this video, although I'll have a showcase with his signature Wenjin at some point later. Now, the Mercado Desire is actually looking to be like an incredible free-to-play Wenjin. I believe it is going to come for free in version 1.4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is the event Wenjin. And interestingly, it gives, some mega attack along with crit rate being a sub stat. So that makes, crit damage more appropriate to build on him, as well as considering that he gets 25% crit rate for his enhanced dash attack, quite a bit of additional crit rate via his free-to-play friendly Wenjin or even his signature Wenjin, which gives him 20 crit rate, as well as his core ability, which also gives him 25% crit rate on the primary source of his damage, the dash attack Hiten no Tsuru. Now for his drives, we are going to be starting off with the Woodpecker Electro 4-piece because this gives us consistent 18% mega attack versus in comparison to, for example, the Thunder Metal, which is pretty good as well. And, might actually be better with Rina on his team for many situations. But for now, we're going to be starting off with the Woodpecker Electro. So how exactly does Harumasa work? Well, he has a combination of bow attacks as well as blade attacks. Well, actually he's using his bow there. But basically, what you want to do is you want to generate these balls that, kind of sit on the field, and you're able to actually use his charge attack in order to have the balls all hit an enemy to mark them with an X. And once the X is on the enemy, he's able to do an enhanced dash attack like that, which is where most of his damage comes from. If we take a look at his multipliers, this is indeed, some of the higher multipliers in his kit is with these enhanced dash attacks. And in particular, these come out very fast. So that is why, they tend to do better DPS in his case. So yeah. Generate these purple balls and then mark the enemy, then do the dash attack. And he's able to, for every 2 balls that marks the enemy, he's able to do 1 dash attack each, and including that enhanced first dash attack. It's a little confusing. I'm gonna have a more detailed breakdown in the full guide video that I'll likely make, shortly after his release. But basically, there's a lot of kind of convoluted ways for him to generate these for him to increase the X that's on the enemy and to generate these purple balls. And it's actually so convoluted that in the end, the main thing to learn about Harumasa is just his one combo. And you're just going to be doing this one combo as much as you possibly can against, in particular, elite and boss style enemies. So the way this one combo works, it's actually quite different from the way most characters work. Basically, you stun the enemy without stunning them. So now you can see that the enemy should be stunned, but then you initiate the stun with Haru's actual dash attack. And then you can, do this specific combo every single time against every single elite and boss enemy in order to maximize his damage. So yeah, I'm not going to go into all the details behind the combo just yet in this video, but just know that despite all the extremely convoluted ways he generates the balls as well as increases the X marked on the enemy, ultimately you just go for the stun on the enemy and do the same combo over and over and over. So let me actually do it one more time just for demonstration purposes. And before you get the enemy into the stunned but not quite chained state, you want to get those little ball things out, and we'll actually do another MB special there. And now we do this, go into our support, go into Haru's chain attack, do 2 slashes, arrow, 3 slashes, B4, B5 into those balls, into 3 more slashes, and we are done with the main bread and butter combo. So you're just going to be spamming this combo as much as possible because he gains that 40% bonus damage against stun targets, as well as this being overall, at least what we've found so far, to be one of his higher damaging combos that he has, if not the highest damaging combo that he has. All right, so we're going to take this free-to-play friendly Harumasa build with the Mercado Desire as well as with Ambi and Nicole for a test run, so you guys can see roughly what you can expect from his power level when it comes to, free-to-play levels of investment. And we're going to start off with the weekly robot boss. So you guys will have a pretty decent understanding of what a free-to-play friendly Haru is capable of. Harumasa, Haru, what are you guys going to end up calling him? I guess I'll just call him Harumasa or whatever I end up calling him. I'm not even sure. But yeah, so we're going to generate the 3 balls on the field. And I'm going to give you guys my completely honest opinion about him, shortly after the majority of the showcase at least. So then we initiate the combo just like this. And trust me, guys, you're going to watch me mess up the combo as well, because it's definitely going to take a decent amount of muscle memory and practice in order to really get down. I've used this combo for a bit of time now, and I'm starting to get more comfortable with it, but I'm still not quite fully comfortable with it. So I'm also going to be yapping a lot. So I'll probably get hit a lot too, because if you actually want to dodge the enemy, you do have to pay attention. And oh boy, this is not a good start. But okay, we're going to lay out 6 of the balls on field before we end up stunning the boss, which we should be able to stun the boss with the next one right here. So then we initiate the fight with Haru's enhanced dash attack, and we go for the chain cancel right here. And now we go for the full combo right here. There we go. Oh, I messed up. I already messed up the combo. But yeah, you can see here that against this boss with a longer stun window, we were able to get a little bit more. And I would have been able to finish it off just barely had I actually, not messed up the combo there. But yeah, you can see that even in this case with a decent amount of practice, I'm still messing up the combo. So it's definitely going to take some time to get used to for most players. I know some of you true gamers are gonna get this shit and gotta censor that, but get this stuff in no time at all. You always love to see. Okay, hang on. I gotta pay attention now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, get his little X's out. Oh, I already used Ambi's ultimate, so we're gonna go for this. I'm gonna go over to this leg, then we're gonna go for this. That way we can initiate the stun with his dash attack just like this. Okay, we'll see if I get the combo right this time. So 1, 2, char shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, char shot, 1, 2, 3, E, char shot, 1, 1, 2, 3, Ultimate. There we go. Bam! We did it. We got the whole combo, boys. Pro fighting gameplay right here. No, man. Definitely not. But you guys can see that it definitely takes a certain amount of focus to kind of get this stuff down, right? So for players that kind of like that, you know, mechanical demands, or at the very least mastering one combo over and over, his bread and... Oh, I forgot to do his EX special. Okay, we messed up the combo, but the boss is going to die anyway. So it's okay that we messed it up, right? We messed up the combo at the very end, but we got it correct one time. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh man, this character. All right, now we're going to swap him over to his signature Wenjin, as well as we're going to use a more premium team for him, which includes some 5 stars. So this way, some of you, you know, I'd say moderate investment players will kind of have a better idea of his performance. In particular, we're going to be using him with Qingyi with her signature Wenjin, as well as Rina with her signature Wenjin, and we'll see just kind of how big of a difference this ends up making. And overall, in my opinion, I think it should let him comfortably single cycle the second phase of the boss, at least if I do the combo correctly, which, you know, certainly not a guarantee given, you know, my level of skill right now. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and go for the stun on this thing. So we're going to go for this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should do it. There we go. We initiate this. We use Rina. And then we go into this. And go into 1, 2. Shot. Oh, look at that. It died even before the second part of the combo. That's actually better than I expected. Pretty good stuff. So you can expect quite a reasonable amount of performance improvement with this team. We're going to go for this, stack it up, another 10 stacks right here. And, okay, so we're going to have to do a different variation of the combo because I messed it up. So we're going to do the chain cancel opener version. So fortunately, against bosses, there is a way to kind of save the combo. You can see there that I salvaged it. And yeah, that's a huge improvement. Absolutely huge improvement. You're going to see huge difference in performance in comparison to a free-to-play Haru. In comparison to, well, you know, more invested Haru with his signature Wenjin, as well as with Qingyi, who, Qingyi, if you can't tell, is kind of the goated character for Haru for sure. So this time, hopefully we do the combo correctly. And I think we're off to a better start here when it comes to the combo being correct. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We can do the combo. Okay. Dash. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I messed up. It's okay. The boss is taking huge damage though. 1. Oh my goodness. We're cooked. We totally messed it up. It's okay. It doesn't matter. The power of money saved us from skill issues of messing up his combo. But if I'm able to like fully focus and zero in on the combo, I'm able to do it. But yeah, way better performance. Obviously, Qingyi, you know, incredible teammate for him for extraordinarily obvious reasons. But if you do have kind of the proper team and teammates for him, he can do pretty well. But his fully free-to-play teams, you know, they're a bit more iffy. They're a bit more iffy in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna have some footage. This video is a bit short because, you know, like when it really comes to diving into it, the mechanics and stuff, you know, I'm gonna save that for a full guide video because yeah, it's a bit of a pain to kind of explain where all those balls and all the X's come from. However, in his case, as you can see, he is a mechanically demanding character, especially at first once you don't have the muscle memory. For me, you know, I've been using him with this combo for roughly an hour, so you guys can see, obviously if I put in another 2, 3, 6, 10 hours, this combo is going to be completely second nature. But as of right now, you can see that the combo is not. In a sense, he is a mechanically demanding character for that reason, because you have to do the specific combo for him to output 12 of his, you know, kind of slashes during the enemy stun window, or 16 versus certain bosses, which definitely improves his DPS output, especially over perhaps the 8 to 10 that you might otherwise get. So what do I think in terms of his fully free-to-play team with, for example, Ambi as well as Nicole? I gotta be completely honest, he doesn't really feel that great. I mean, he feels okay. You can absolutely use him. And when I was running him through Shiyu 7 with this team, you guys will see the footage playing in the background. He was able to clear it in about 2 minutes and 45 seconds against a lightning neutral floor, which means that against a lightning weak floor, he's definitely able to clear it within the recommended 2 minutes and 30 seconds, even with the fully free-to-play friendly setup. However, once you slap in just a few small upgrades, well, not necessarily small, but once you slap in a few upgrades for him, like especially Qingyi and perhaps his signature Wenjin, this is when his performance will improve drastically, because this character definitely wants some horizontal investment, especially with his teams, because unfortunately, while Ambi and Nicole are pretty solid characters from a free-to-play perspective, unfortunately, they don't provide nearly, as big of benefits like Qingyi's massive 80% stun multiplier that she adds, and Harumasa, of course, being the character that really wants to output his damage during a stun window, really benefits from that. So yeah, this is kind of the state that he's in. He's a reasonable lightning DPS character who should be able to, even at fully free-to-play friendly levels, should be able to clear proper Shiyu 7s that are lightning weak within the recommended 2 minutes and 30 seconds. However, when it comes to, like comparing him to top meta characters like Miyabi, for example, who, well, you do actually have to spend a lot of resources to get, it's kind of hard to compare the two because, well, one actually requires some primo gems, whereas the other doesn't. You get them for free. So yeah, reasonable character, all things considered. Everyone's getting him for free. If you guys need a lightning DPS character, well, he should fulfill those needs, to a decent extent, and he'll perform just fine, all things considered. Let me know what you think about Harumasa down in the comments below. Me personally, I think it's great that we're all getting him for free. And he is a decent amount of fun if you're willing to kind of practice one combo over and over and master it. And let me know if you plan to pull for his Wenjin, or, perhaps teammates for him like Qingyi, or if you have Qingyi, or, what you plan to use him with. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is I Win to Lose, signing out.